Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead with your questions.
Coach, really had fight and battle for that game. Give us your quick analysis.
Yeah, we did. I thought Valpo played a good game, and they've played well. Right? I think you see a team's record at 500 or thereabouts. Right? And I think people get an idea like, well, okay. When you watch, we watch the teams on film, obviously, and Valpo has played well. He's put together a really good team, and they've been hard for most everybody to play against. So I knew coming in it was going to be a challenge. Leon gets 3 fouls in the first half, and with Max out and with RJ out, right? That just we're in a little bit of a tricky spot with those 2 guards out. Okay? And I give our guys a ton of credit. Tonight's game, Valpo kept coming, and we were able to answer. At St. Mary's, Oakland, UIC, we played those games without Max and without RJ, and I give our guys a lot of credit for a lot of it's showing up at the defensive end. Our defense in the half court is really holding us up, right? And our rebounding needs to get better. We got a really good offensive team, and we start clicking a little bit on offense. But right now, our half court defense is holding us up a little bit.
Yeah, you talk about that a strange statistical game. You give up 15 offensive rebounds, but only 4 second chance points.
Yeah.
So you were, and they were 3 for 23, I think, from 3-point range. So there's some things, a lot of long rebounds, but when you did give up those things, you still made it difficult on them.
Yeah, and I think some of those, when it's an open shot, you get a little bit lucky, right? And some of those turned into a half court possession again, and that's where I say our half court defense has really played well, and it's done a great job of keeping us in stretches of games. Right? We've got to get that cleaned up. There were a couple that bounced long, but I just I feel like we can do more, whether it's a longer rebound or it's not. Nelly, I just think we can do more in rebounding, and we've talked about it a lot with our guys. Right? They've heard it and watched it, seen it, and there's times where we do it well, right? But right now we're not doing it nearly well enough, and it's one of those things that we just got to keep hammering it. We need to get better.
What was the difference for you offensively in the second half? 22 points was the lowest you just scored in the first half. Did you have to change things up, or just be better at what you're doing?
Yeah, we changed up the ball screen a little bit. Top of the key, we were popping Izzy. That worked well for us at St. Mary's, playing him at the top of the key with Trey. He was able to get a couple opportunities, and Trey was able to as well. So that action is designed to have him stay at the top of the key. At halftime, we switched it and wanted to take advantage of their switching. We didn't do a good enough job in the first half of making them pay for switching their point guard onto our 5-man. And in the second half, we did a better job of getting underneath that guy and taking advantage of that switch. Some in the middle of the floor. The one that was really important, Leon threw it to Will. They had switched. Leon lobbed it up to Will on the block opposite our bench. He caught it in traffic, ended up with 3 guys on him. He skipped it to Trey, and Trey made the 3 in front of our bench. That's one of those plays where we wanted to do more to take advantage of them putting their point guard onto our center.
Seems like tonight was indicative of what the Valley's going to be. Indiana State beats Belmont tonight. Evansville had Murray State on the ropes before Murray pulled it out. It's just going to be one of those slugfests all year round. Huh?
It always is. Games are hard. I talked to the guys about it. It's what they do is it's a heck of a lot of fun. They put in a lot of time, and then they earn the right to enjoy it and have fun playing the game. Right? But it's hard. Right? There's a lot of challenges that pop up in that basketball game. It is not easy. Right? And tonight was another good example of that. But these guys have come a long ways. Right? They don't get bothered by much, and they lean on that half-court defense. And like I said, we'll get our assist numbers we just had 11 tonight. So our offense, go back to that just for a second. What we're doing and the thought process and our passing and sharing the ball, that stuff's great. Right? But we're at another level in us offensively, and it's coming. Right? And we'll add that to what we're doing.
Can you give any update on RJ and Max?
No. Other than Max's, I will tell you what I told you last week, that he continues to feel good. Right? He feels really good. And RJ came out of it better than we expected, so we should get him back sooner than we had anticipated when the injury happened. But that's as much as I'll give you.
Thanks, Coach.
Good.